With public fears continuing to grow over the emergence of a large cluster of COVID-19 infections at an apparel factory in Minuwangoda, officials of Lanka Satusa have requested the public to refrain from panic buying, saying that there's ample food stocks in the country.
There is ample stocks in Sri Lanka, in our warehouses and in all our Lanka Satusa outlets. When you panic buy, what we see and what we have experienced is that the black market shops immediately start increasing their prices. And then as a result, consumers are unable to face this escalating price war. So we are requesting you just to buy enough for you what your requirements are. We will fulfill your requirements. Right now we have over 800 metric tons of dal or lentils, and we have over thousands of tons of rice that is being unloaded, and that's in our warehouses.
In the meantime, the Lady Ridgeway Children's Hospital has requested members of the public to make appointments via its recently launched hotline 1390 in order to avoid unnecessary crowding.
අපගේ සායන ක්‍රමවේදය මේ වෙන විට අපි ඩිජිටලයිස් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒක නිසා ඔයගොල්ලෝ වුණා 1390 නම්බරයට කතා කරලා ඒ තුලින් ළමා රෝහල තෝරාගෙන ළමා රෝහලේ අදාළ සායනයට පැමිණීමට පුළුවන් හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට ඒ තුලින් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට උපදෙස් ලබා දෙනවා මොන දවසේ මොන වෙලාවටද එන්න ඕන කියලා. එතකොට අනවශ්‍ය ලෙස පැය ගණන් රස්තිය අඩු වෙන අවශ්‍යතාවය නැහැ. ඔබගේ කාලයත් ඉතුරු කරගන්න පුළුවන්. අපේ කාලයත් ඉතුරු වෙනවා. මේ අනවශ්‍ය අවදානමත් අඩු වෙනවා.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Buddha Sasana, Religious and Cultural Affairs in a statement says that the WAKF Board of Sri Lanka has issued restrictions to the maximum number of worshippers allowed for Friday prayers and other daily prayers to 50 devotees at a time. In the meantime, the Foreign Ministry has decided to suspend all services offered by its Consular Affairs Division today and tomorrow to restrict members of the public and avoid any possible COVID-19 exposure. Accordingly, the Consular Affairs Division in Colombo will remain closed for visitors and will only accept queries related to deaths of Sri Lankans overseas, death-related documentation assistance and assertion of export documents strictly on a prior appointment basis. Furthermore, appointments can be obtained at the following emergency lines. Further, the Chief Secretary of the Western Provincial Council, Jayanthi Wijetunga, stated that the issuing of revenue licenses for registered vehicles in the Western Province has been temporarily halted until the 16th of this month. Meanwhile, the Disaster Management Centre, together with the Department of Examinations, has established a joint operations centre to counter disaster situations and enable easy access to all students sitting for both advanced levels and Grade 5 scholarship examinations. Accordingly, this centre will commence its operations from the 11th of October until the 6th of November. Students facing difficulties in reaching their examination centres have been requested to call the DMC hotline 117 and the Department of Examinations for assistance. In another development, the Department of Registrar of Companies will also remain closed until further notice as well. Accordingly, online services can be obtained by visiting its website www.drc.gov.lk. Meanwhile, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa took to social media to remind the general public of its responsibilities in assisting the government in its containment efforts. At a time when the COVID-19 pandemic is sweeping the globe, we defeated it together as a strong nation. Today, COVID-19 is activating back in our country. As before, our health, security and other services are doing its best to save us from this pandemic. Continuing this, the President added, "In this challenging situation, I urge you to follow the instructions given by the health authorities and obtain the necessary information from official government information services without being deceived by false propaganda spread by various groups."